Hey, what's up, guys? We're gonna do a follow-up video on the triangle video that we did last, and I'm gonna actually link it here in case you're watching them in a different order. But I had a request in the comments which said there is a certain type of stack that people do when you lock the triangle trap, and it turns into an over-under pass for them. So it looks something like this. If I were get the triangle on me. He throws the triangle on me, right? Before he starts doing anything, there you go, he gets his nice angle and all that stuff. I take this arm and I throw it over either towards the far shoulder or around the head. People do different things. And then from here, please don't squeeze so hard so I can actually talk. And then from here, they put the leg up. Let's go with the arm across. And what I'll do is I'll put very little weight into him, but I'm going to drive his knee like a sack pass into him here. All right? And then from here, pull my arm out and pass the guard. It's a pretty bad feel for the guy on the bottom, but in reality, he let me get too far. Okay? Because what happens is, let's do it again, but this time I want you to try and finish the triangle. And I'm not going to put all my weight on you because it would be quite unrealistic with size difference and all, but I want you to actually get the triangle tighter on me and grab onto my head and pull it just like we showed in the last video. Again, I'll link it and you can see the technique that's very important, the part of the technique that's very important for any triangle, front triangle. All right, so let's do this. Go ahead and lock it in, go for it. Even if the arm is not across, right here, you do your thing, get your angle, pull my head down on your left, yeah. Now look. Go ahead, finish. If he gets the triangle tight as a late escape, that is not so good, okay? So what I'm trying to say here is, anytime somebody escapes your submissions early is because of lack of control in the initial stages of the submission. In other words, what did we talk about the triangle here? Let me show it one more time and then we'll address the actual problem that was encountered. So when I get the triangle, I want to have, even if the arm is, whether the arm is across or not, it really doesn't matter. I'm talking about a triangle trap right now, not a fully locked triangle. I want to have either my shin, which I personally don't prefer because it requires a longer reach and initial angle for the most part. But if you have long arms and legs, it's a great option. Or grab the head, which I prefer personally. I'll grab the head, and if I can grab it with two hands, even better, right? And then I'm going to start getting my angles and all that stuff. But even without the angle, if I grab the head and I pull it down and I back heel into him, it makes his job so much harder to actually get this leg up, throw this arm across, and stack me. So in other words, if I can keep his posture broken from the get-go, I have a much higher chance of finishing any front triangle than not, basically. I believe that this is the most essential part of the triangle finishes, the front triangle finishes. I keep mentioning front triangle because you can't put them all in one category. There are different triangles. If I can break his posture, don't forget, number one early defense for him is to actually posture up and out of the triangle. We spoke about that in the previous video. I'll say it again. Number one defense, early defense, is for me to posture up out of his triangle. Same as we do in a close guard, the same principle. The exact same principle applies in reverse for the person applying the triangle or holding the close guard. They want to pull you back in. They want to break your posture down. If my posture is broken, there is so little I can do with my arm trapped in and my chin buried in my arm, and then the leg on this side. With him pulling my chin down, I can literally strangle myself doing this. So please hold on to the head, and a lot of the problems will disappear. Hold on to the head and pull it in, and then a lot of the problems will disappear. People think about holding the head only when it's time to finish the triangle, as in doing something like this. Grabbing it and then finishing. Yeah, of course you can finish the triangle, but if you grabbed the head earlier, you would have avoided a lot of troubles. Now, how do we deal with that particular one? Let's say you weren't able to hold on to it and all that stuff. Let's turn this way for the camera, because you're gonna stack on the same side. Get the arm here, right? And then, what did we say Albert was trying to do? Put your arm out, yeah, out of it. No, out like this, yes. Because you're gonna be trying to get up, right? So you're gonna use this arm across my shoulder. You're gonna put this leg up, and let me close my feet first. So I got the triangle trap, and I am holding the head, but if you notice, I'm holding his neck over here or something like this. Another reason I prefer not to hold the shin is because I'm not actually pulling down on his head. I am pulling down on his shoulders, which is great. It still stops him from posturing up, but it doesn't compare. Albert, tell me what's worse for you to posture up? This? Okay, it's not very pleasant, but or this?
This one.
Yeah, there's absolutely no argument which is better, okay? But let's say I didn't grab onto the head. He puts his hand to my no, don't push me. Grab my far shoulder like you do over underpass, and then from here he puts his leg up, left leg up, and then you start stacking here, and then he passes, and then bad news, right? So how do I avoid this? It's not that hard. First and foremost, what is the problem for me here? It's this arm coming across. All right. So if I can actually monitor this arm, it's going to be very hard for him to do that pass. Try to do that stack. Try and do the stack without this arm. Not much going on. I can, as he does that, I can tilt him down and go on to the second stage of the prevention. All right. So now we're going to do that second stage. Let's say he initiates that stack. Okay. He goes for it. He went past my arm. I can always grab here, drop him down, and then from here just hold on to the head so that he doesn't pull his arm out. Right? He can do whatever he wants. He's still in the triangle. He does that with his arm or something like this. You go into an arm bar from here, right? A 3/4 Juji Gatami, right? So let's show it from the other angle, from here, because I want to see the angle of the way we ended after the roll. So I get the triangle here, the triangle trap. Pull your elbow out a little bit, get your arm, and start stacking. Go for it. Right here. I wasn't able to stop his arm from coming to my shoulder, but I'm able to get that leg. I go out and over. I change the angle. From here, I hold on to the head because if I let go, pull your head and arm out. Boom. And then it's a scramble, okay? I still have a good position here. Come a little closer to me, yeah? There you go. I hold on to the head here, right? I can even triangle my legs still. From here, I let go of the legs, the head, I grab onto the arm, sorry. And then from here, I just transfer my leg over the head to finish the arm bar, right? This is a 3/4 Juji Gatami, super powerful. If I want to get back to the triangle, I can scoop my right ankle in, bring my left knee under, pull his head up, and finish the triangle again. So the transitions are there. The problem is that we don't react fast enough to their counters. He's more desperate for his life, if you will, than I am to finish the triangle when this happens to me, when they stack me. And don't get me wrong, it happens to me all the time, you know, I'm just like, whatever, you know, I love the triangle, I try, they stack me, I don't want to deal with back pain and stuff, I let him go, and we just keep rolling, right? But I'll be the first to admit, it's not a great habit I've built, but this is the way to fight that. Now let me show you the proper way to stack a triangle, just in case you want to see a nice defense. Right, so anytime you stack on that side, they'll scoop your leg, which they can do on this side too, the one I'm about to show you, but it's going to be more effective for me to actually go this way. So again, he traps my arm. Don't trap me too hard so I can talk. Yeah, there you go. Just trap, yeah. So he traps my arm here. Now, Notice that all these stacks are good before it starts pulling on my head down. Start pulling on my head down. Just pull tight. You hear my voice changing because it's pulling my neck into his hamstring. He hasn't even locked the triangle. That's not tight at all. But, and that's okay. But when he pulls my head down, it actually causes strangulation, right? So before he does any of that, instead of throwing this arm over and giving him my leg to scoop and then hold on to my head, yeah, and rolling me here and then getting the arm bar perfect, that was very nice. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna throw the other leg over and walk with my elbow wedged on his hip. So I'm gonna be right here, he locks the triangle. He goes for the head, I go right here, right away. And now from here, I start getting an angle. Now look, can he get the angle with me? No, because I'm blocking his hip here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going. He's going to open. Danger of omoplata? No problem. Just pull the arm out. And we're in great side control. I'm sorry. So instead of going that way, go in the direction that if you have to point your fingers with your hand, the one that's strapped. Okay, so my right hand was strapped in this case. If I had to point my fingers, I'm going to go in the same direction. So if I'm trapped like this, I'm not going to point my other finger. I'm going to point this finger and say, you got to go that way. And then you do it. All right? In another video, I'm going to show you a few early and late escapes for triangles, front triangles. But this is it for today. Keep in mind, anytime they get their leg up to stack, you got to underhook. That'll help your angle and transition to an armbar or something. Same thing, by the way, applies for close guard. I'm going to show you this because it's, like I said, the similarities between triangle, front triangle, and a close guard are a lot, okay? So, first of all, I'm holding him here and all that stuff, right? I'm breaking his posture. Albert decides to put one leg up. Even if he goes, yeah, he puts one leg up, yeah. Go this side instead of going, yeah, like that. He puts one leg up. My hand is free. I can go under and start scooping. When I scoop now, I can go into my sweeps, or let's say he gets a little bit higher up. I'm gonna go ahead and stop. Go down. Start coming up with my close guard. Just stand up in my close guard. Put your other hand where it's supposed to go. Yeah, go ahead. Stand up. All the way. Even here, I can still scoop and go into my K guard series from here, right? Where I can start attacking legs, taking back, and all that stuff. So every time they start stacking, they have to stand up. Every time they stand up, you scoop the leg, okay? And even if you have to unlock your feet, when you scoop the leg, you have a lot of power to off-balance them in the opposite direction and just stand up if you need to, okay? So scoop the leg, don't be afraid. It's the best thing you got from there, you know, when you start getting stacked, it's probably the best option. All right? Hope this answered the question. There will be more coming in soon. Thanks to Albert for filming again with me. Next time.